Hello. Afternoon, folks. Afternoon. It's Monday and we are back to a week of classes. So I'm just going live broadcast right now to let you know everything that's going on this week, and also I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits of being social. And I'll explain my reasons for that in a minute. Good afternoon, hello, welcome. As you can see, I'm back at it. I am going to run classes this week. I'm not going to run every single class. It's going to be a bit sort of part-time, especially online classes. But yeah, a little bit of trial and error. I'll go into that one in a second as well. But yeah, definitely back, need to be back. 2 weeks of sitting on my butt is not good at all. Not good for my motivation, not good for my brain. You do a lot of thinking when you're sitting around doing nothing. And not good for my business. So we need to get back to this. So dead excited about getting back to class this week. Now before I crack on, this is the week when I'm opening up another 3 more classes. So this week there are going to be 5 face-to-face classes. I am going to leave it up to you guys. If you don't come to these classes that I've opened, I won't be able to continue them. These classes have to run at a level where they are profitable, not even profitable, that they are making a little bit of money and breaking even at least. That's what I need. So guys, if you said that you were going to do a face-to-face membership, book on and do your classes this week. Book on this week and do them. I'm going to be looking at these classes really closely over the next couple of weeks. If people aren't coming and if the numbers are really low, I won't be able to run them. So the ball is in your court. So please book on to your classes. And prove that you want these classes there. Show me and I will continue. So I'm going to go with how you're feeling, how you want to do this. If you want to stay online, absolutely fine. You know you have that platform there for you. But if you want to come back, please book on to them. So 5 classes running this week. Book on, and I will. I'm really looking forward to getting back to it. So as I said, we're going to do part-time classes this week. We'll probably sort of 3/4 time, I should say. I am going to attempt, and I've never done this before. I know some of my colleagues are doing this where they're live streaming. So I'm going to bring in, not my iPad, but my phone and try and live stream a class to the group so that you can also have this. And of course that will be saved so you can pick that up as well. So that will save me from having to do the class twice, coming home and recording it again. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. It may be an absolute failure, which in the case I will have to come home and record it, but I'm hoping it will work. So bear with me on that one. I'm going to try that on 2 classes this week and see how that goes. Brilliant. So that's this week. Book onto the classes and hopefully live streaming will work and you'll be able to pick up those classes as well. Don't forget, this evening is club-a-size. Now, from what I understand, there's new Facebook rules that are coming on the 1st of October, and apparently Facebook are really cracking down on music. So I'm really hoping that they don't pick up on me, but I'm going to just do the class a little bit less time, so it'll be about 35 minutes tonight rather than 40-45 minutes, so that they, because usually what happens is towards the end of the class that they start to pick up on it. So that's what I'm hoping to do, and that it won't affect us. So tonight, definitely club-a-size, 7 p.m, and look forward to seeing everybody on that one. Can't wait to wave some glow sticks. I believe it's actually dark then, isn't it, by 7? So that'll be absolutely lush. Okay, so 2 weeks sitting around, even though physically I needed to do that, and I'm not quite there physically. I've still got, I don't know whether you can see, but I've still got this lump on my cheek that I think I'm going to have for a while. Bruising's all gone, yeah, got a nice little scar there that I think I'm going to have forever. But anyway, mentally, when you're sitting around and doing nothing, your brain kind of churns over a lot and you start of like picking up on things, maybe digging holes that you shouldn't really be digging, and your brain works a bit overtime. So hence why I need to physically and mentally get back to this, and I'm certainly ready, don't get me wrong, I'm certainly ready. But you do start to think a lot, and I don't know whether you've had that time where you've had an opportunity to sit and do nothing. You think, oh gosh, your brain sort of works a little bit over time. And the one thing that I have really been thinking about is the social side of real fitness and virtual fitness. When we were pre-COVID and we had 10, 12 classes going every week. The social aspect of my classes was 100%. My classes were buzzing, people were, coming in, coming out, seeing their friends, and just the social side was amazing. There was a lot of classes, and there's people that attended multiple classes. We did outside things, we had the social events, and it was really, really buzzing. And I am so missing that now. We can't do the social bit in the class anymore. We're not allowed to sort of sit around, and we have to just do what we come to class to do, is do the exercise, do it well, wave to your friends, wave to me, and then go. And I'm just, it just seems, it's just the social, getting to know each other and learning about each other and finding out what we did and all these things has just been stripped from the classes as well. So I am looking to really, really think about how we can get that social side back. We've got this great platform here, Virtual Fitness, we know works really, really well. And I know you guys love communicating with me and everybody else. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to think of some other ways to really, really help the social side. Obviously, very safe social distance we need to adhere to, but let's just think of some other ways where we can really, really interact socially and bring that buzz back to our community that we have here. So, thinking of that, I thought, well, what are the real health benefits of being social? I'm not talking about, social media or social distancing or anything like that. I'm talking about human beings as interactive people, because that's what we are, and there has to be lots of health benefits. We're born into social groups, we live our entire lives in social groups, we're part of a society, and the social element can't be easily removed from the evolution of a person. So there must be, how does it affect our health? How does it affect our health physically and mentally? There's absolutely, definitely positives there. So as human beings, we dream, learn, grow, work as part of our society. It shapes us, it shapes our personal identity, and it shapes who we are, what we become, because we're in that social element. We are keen to communicate, which is very much part of being social, and we've developed all different types of tools to overcome this, way back before sort of internet time, pen and paper, telegrams, television, telephone, and now obviously we have the internet, and that's opened up a huge amount of ways to communicate and socially be interactive with people, which is absolutely fantastic. And then how many people have said to me or said to others, or I've heard it already, about that if we'd been in this lockdown situation maybe 20, 30 years ago, it would have been a lot harder because we wouldn't have been able to be sociable, and I absolutely agree with that. So, just sort of thinking out loud, what are the benefits of it? We take comfort in social interaction. There's if you're being sociable with people, if you have a problem or a concern or a worry or vice versa, then you can certainly benefit from being in a social interaction, social group. Also, you have shared experiences with people. So, even thinking just to, within my business, the social interaction of my classes builds that energy and that vibe, which makes that class so powerful. So, shared experiences, and it puts things into perspective as well, helps you de-stress. So there's lots and lots of positives. So why are we social species? So we have, as humans, thrived over, millions of years, and there was a recent study which showed that we needed, way back humans needed to communicate, so we developed our own communication, hence speech, because we needed to advance what we were doing, advance our communication, because we were social. We needed to develop this speech, this way of communication, because we were social, we were working together, and it allowed us to develop, evolve, and move on, thrive, and become the people we are now. So face-to-face contact is like a vaccine. There's a psychologist called Susan Pinker that directs person-to-person contact triggers part of our nervous system, which releases a cocktail of neurotransmitters with tasked with regulating our response to stress and anxiety. So in other words, when we communicate with people face-to-face, it could help make us more resilient to stress factors in the long term. So when we're doing this face-to-face contact, we're socialising, and obviously we're doing a lot of face-to-face via media right now. but it releases a whole amount of neurotransmitters which protects us in the present as well as the future, a bit like a vaccine. So it protects us from stress and anxiety in the future. So the more social you are, the more likely you are to be protected from stress and anxiety. I'm not saying that definitely catch-all for everybody, but there's a lot of evidence to show that. So, back in the days we used to shake hands or give somebody a high five, it releases this oxytocin, which increases your level of trust, your cortisol levels, which lowers your stress. So it makes absolute sense as well. And also as well, when you're in a social setting, dopamine is also generated, which adds that high. And again, referring back to my classes, or if you think about, a time where you were with people at a party, at a concert, the people together, that social interaction makes you naturally high. Absolutely. It produces that sort of naturally produced morphine because you're in that social setting. And then also as well, social motivation and brain power, if you are, referred to sort of like schools, kids that learn together in a group are more likely to learn and keep that information in their head because they've learnt with others and they're using different methods. If you're just learning exclusively on your own, and don't get me wrong, there are times when learning just on your own works, but when you're learning as a group or learning something to present to a group, you're more likely to keep it in because of that sort of social side. And thinking about sort of me personally, I certainly learn better when I know that I've got to learn and present everything to a social setting. So it benefits me that way. If I had to sit down and learn choreography and not be able to present it to a group, I'd never learn it. The fact that I'm learning it as part of to develop, to give to a social group is what makes me retain it better. So yeah, absolutely. Social interaction is what us humans definitely need. There's also social context determine helpful habits as well. So there's a lot of evidence to show that people that exercise within a group become fitter and more likely to do that exercise than people that just exercise on their own. And I'm also including that exercising with others in this platform as well, because we know we're exercising with others. We see our friends come online, especially if it's live. You see me, you know it's in real time, or that you might have picked it up as a save and you know that it's been in real time and you can communicate with me that way. So I'm including that. But if you just exercise on your own, you're just doing jumping jacks in your lounge on your own with nobody else, it's not as good as doing exercise in a social group. Also, this helps with a tool for happiness and longevity. So the two come together. So if you're have more social ties, friends, partners, family members, then you're happier, and there is evidence that you'll live longer as well and be happier as well. So studies have shown that those who enjoy close friendships over their teenage years, so that's us guys, don't just be happy as adolescents, they also have a lower rate of depression and anxiety in later life. And if you think about, what has gone on in lockdown, especially people that have lived on their own, they've really, really suffered because they've had that social aspect zapped out of their lives, like overnight, and people have struggled that and still struggling with that. And I think, that's the one thing that I am really, really missing in my classes, and the whole real fitness ethos is to get people fit and well. And that's all I want to do, is get people fit and well. And when something has been taken out of that scenario, it's just so difficult to continue. And not continue forever, but continue with that sort of like social side of what we do. So I hope that's given you a little bit of the way I'm thinking and how important being sociable is. Obviously, we need to be safe now, and I wouldn't suggest for a minute that you go off and do a big group social thing. But absolutely, be sociable via this platform or the other platforms that you have, and just interact as much. The more interaction, the more social you are, absolutely, the more benefits you will see. Super stuff. Right. Let me know your thoughts on that. I would really, really like to hear your thoughts on that, and also as well your thoughts on how Real Fitness can do this. Real Fitness, virtual fitness can do this. Social side. What can we do now that will really, really help with this? I'm one person. I've got ideas, but absolutely, you guys, tell me. Okay, What else do I need to tell you about this week? So we've got, I'm going to chat again. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to talk about immunity again. I'm coming back to that. Key, absolutely key right now is we need to talk about immunity and boosting that immunity. And it's not just about boosting immunity, it's also about boosting your health and what you can do to help that. This is the road we're on now. We need to really, really look at our health, our immunity, and everything else will slot in. I'm also going to talk on Wednesday about midweek motivation as well, which I've got a lot to say at the moment about motivation. I really do. So that'll be on Wednesday. Class is coming up now. Fitness Pilates on Wednesday. You're going to need your bender ball or mini ball, you know, the big squashy balls if you've got one. Brilliant. The online class, you can use your ball if you've got, what have I used in the past? Roll up some a towel or a kitchen roll or something like that. You can use that. Thursday morning class at Longwell Green, please can you bring your bender ball mini ball with you? Please bring it with you. I'm going to have a few stashed in the back of my car just in case, and I will obviously make sure it's all sanitised and clean and everything before I give them out. But please can you bring that with you? Also you need your mat, you also need your towel as well. So that's Thursday. Now my other classes, so I am talking Hannam tomorrow morning, I'm talking Light Green on Wednesday morning, I'm talking Longwell Green on Wednesday evening. Those 3 classes, please can you bring your hand weights, 2 hand weights. Again, I'm going to have a couple stashed in the back of my car just in case, but please bring your hand weights to those classes. We're going to do toning, conditioning. Thursday evening at Emerson's will be a HIIT, H-I-I-T, HIIT. So, and I'm going to try and live stream that one, so it'll be live to those who are at home watching me. It'll probably just be me. I might swing the camera around to the others every now and then, but it would just mostly be me. So look forward to that on Thursday. You just need a mat for that one, don't need any hand weights. Okay, Lush, what else do I need to say? Let me know what you want to do in terms of exercise. So pretty limited with my classes. I can't do things like circuits or anything that moves us around, like, you know, the boot camps that we used to do. And I can't do anything like that. It's got to be kind of on the spot or moving just sideways and so forth. But let me know what you like to do. I'm going to sort of continue down sort of toning conditioning theme, but adding lots of things into that as well. So adding some equipment in, sort of interval type things. So there will be different types of themes on the toning and conditioning, but you know, let me know what you want me to do in those classes and online as well, and what you like. I know a lot of you really like the Metabolism on Fire, so I'm going to do a couple more of those moving forward. We like the 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes from beginning to end. You get a really, really intense workout, lots of equipment and stuff in the middle, and little stretch done. I think that's why people like that, so I'm going to do some more of those as well. But let me know what you want. Also as well, I am really, really looking now at starting a face-to-face Clubber-Size class. I think it's time. We can do it safely. Many of my Clubber-Size colleagues are doing it, and they're doing it safely, and it's working. So that's what I really, really want to. Obviously, we can't go back to the venue we were in, the 2 venues we're in, because they're schools. Schools not letting me in. Not going to let me in probably for this whole school year. So I need to find somewhere else. But I'm really looking to start one up next month. So keep an eye on that one for next week. Sorry, next week, next month. I'm going to be ready next week, next month. But obviously, we will do the Clubber-Size online tonight on a Monday. Okay, new rules with the track and trace. I'm sure you've seen like the QR codes. Each venue will have their own QR code, so you can do that. In terms of the information, I keep the information myself for track and trace, and I also give the venues as well. So that's why I definitely need everybody to book on. So if you do the Zappy thing, you've got an opportunity to do that with each venue that we have a class. But anyway, I've got it all covered if you don't or can't. Now, body comp scales. So as part of my service that I do with the body comp scales and weighing people that are on a face-to-face or face-to-face and online. So those 2 memberships, you are still entitled to come and do body comp scales with me. What I'm going to do every Monday now between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. not a.m. p.m. I am going to have an open house. Just need to let me know when you're coming, and I'll say yes, there's an open slot or not, and you can get on my body comp scales if you want. If you don't, if you want to come and have a chat with me, you want to talk about food, you want to talk about nutrition, you want to talk about lifestyle, you want to rant about whatever, come and see me. Open house, face-to-face, social distancing obviously applies. Come and see me. So every Monday, 5:30 to 6:30. I'm not going to do a half-term week, but it's open then. We'll have to boot you out though if you're talking too long, because I do start my club size at 7, but everything will be ready to go. So I know I've got 2 people coming along tonight. If you want to come next week, it's going to be every Monday, not the Fridays. Every Monday is going to work a lot better for me. If you can't do a Monday, send me a message. We'll work out something. I don't want you to miss out. So this is everybody who's on a face-to-face membership or a face-to-face and online membership are entitled to this. So please come and do this. Same with the coaching calls. So if you want to have a chat on the phone about anything, mindset, nutrition, fitness, anything, just let me know. We'll fit you in a coaching call as well. Not a lot of people have taken me up on that. I've done a couple, but it's part of your membership. And because I'm not seeing you face to face, again, that social thing, I don't want you to miss out on a discussion that we may have had at the scales, pre-COVID. Okay, is that everything I need to say? I think so. Yeah. Just checking my list. Oh, I think so. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to put all that into a newsletter for you tomorrow anyway, and I'm going to save this right now and put it onto YouTube as well, put it onto WhatsApp so you have this. So don't forget to bring all your equipment to classes this week. Book onto those classes. If you don't book on, if I've only got a few people coming, I won't be able to run those classes anymore. So the ball's in your court, everybody. Looking forward to it. Great to be back. See you all either online or at a class this week. Love you. Bye.